problems, but I'm like trying to decide if I should get a job or not. So I just don't know, like if I should get a job or if I shouldn't get a job. And I don't know, I'm just really confused about the whole thing.
What would what are like some of the pros and cons?
Well, like some of the pros is like for one, I would have money, like my own money, and I would be able to use it. So I mean, that's like a good thing. And then two, like maybe because it's like when you have a job, you can like you learn like more responsibility and like, you acquire more skills. And you know, like I would like to say, oh yeah, I worked through college. And you know, like
Yeah.
I guess like that's really that's cool. Like when people say stuff like that, and I want to be one of those people. But at the same time, like I do a lot of other stuff that doesn't help like what I need to work. Like so, like I guess like cons are bad, right?
Yeah.
Like sure. Okay. Well, cons like I don't like have any time. Like I'm already struggling like with like my schoolwork, my friends, life. So it's like a lot of things, and I volunteer, and you know like all those things put on top, you know, and getting a job. Just I really want to, cause like I want to make my own money, and like right now I'm kind of like broke. And I don't like that feeling. Like I don't like having to ask for anything from my mom or anything. So like I really want to get a job, but I really don't have any time.
Did you have a job earlier or
I
in
used
high school?
I never had a job in high school, but when I graduated, I didn't have a job yet. I came in here. So I didn't have a job. I came to TT when I got here, like in the summer. And then after that, I had taken like like a year off of school. So when I took the year off, I was working, like non-stop working. I was always working, and like for me, like I hate it. Like I hate sitting at home, like not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I had to do something, and I did work. So that was like a full-time thing. I worked like I think I worked like 3 or 4 jobs, but for like the long term, I worked for them. And I mean,
It sounds like you're really motivated and
yeah.
so you juggle a lot of things. You said you
Yeah,
juggle
as
like
of now.
school and friends and you volunteer too.
Mhm.
So that's a lot of things right there. So it sounds like you're pretty good at time management.
Mhm.
So like judging by like everything you do, it's possible, like definitely. You can always like adjust things and if you really want to get a job, like kind of work it into your schedule. But you don't you were used to last year you said you had a full-time job and you worked a whole lot, right? So like
Yeah, I used to work like 12-hour shifts sometimes. Like if I, well, see like when I worked, I used to work at a flower shop, and those were 12-hour shifts. Like
wow.
I worked from 7 to 7. So when I would get home, there was like nothing to do. Like I couldn't do anything because I was so tired from working, and it was an like outside flower shop, and it was cold. And so like I was really good at my job, and I would get like good tips and stuff, and the pay was really good, but I never had any time to spend that money because I was always working, and like I only had maybe one day off in a week, and it was a Sunday, and like how many things are open on a Sunday? And so then after that, I worked at a club as a waitress, and so and those were really good tips too, but it was at night, so I didn't have a nightlife after that. Like I was always working. Like I even spent Halloween working, and it was just horrible. And after that, but I like it was good money, so I mean I enjoyed it. So I mean I've had a lot of jobs and different experience, but I've never had a job in school. It's always been one or the other.
Well, so you want a job basically so that you can have, you know, money to spend, your own money to spend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. And like,
um,
what I would do if I were in your position, I would I would maybe try to choose a job that's not going to be too much of a time commitment, but you can still make money, extra money.
Yeah.
What kind of job were you looking for? Maybe something you've done before.
Maybe something I've done before. Like I've worked
We talked about the pros and we talked about the cons of getting a job. So, which do you think outweighs?
Well, that's like where I'm split. Like I don't know if I really want to get a job now because I think there'd be like a lot of pressure and everything, and I don't think like I could probably handle it.
Where do you think the pressure is going to come from?
Like going to the job, I guess, and then like the pressure of getting there and like on time, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want to be late, and then like what if that like sets a bad reputation for me and there at the job, like depending on what it is, you know. And I don't want that. Like,
Yeah. So, you don't want to have the pressure of having another job, but you do want extra money?
yeah, but yeah.
Okay.
So like I already have like a lot on my plate, and I just want that extra.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I don't really need it. Like, there's no
Yeah.
like I don't have to pay for my food or anything, or transportation, or clothes, anything like that. And,
Have you considered like on-campus jobs? Because I've heard that they like tend to be less stressful.
no, I haven't actually. I haven't really thought about campus job. I mean, I'd be more like outside campus, but it's maybe.
You're still not sure.
Yeah, I'm still not sure. Like, if I really want a campus job, well, if I want any job, because I mean, like, I have no time. Like, I'm always doing something. I mean, like, I barely even have time to come here.
Yeah.
And it's just,
So, all right. You want extra money,
yeah.
but you don't have enough time.
I
with,
don't have
with
enough
your
time.
schedule
Like,
right
I
now.
don't. Like,
Would you be willing to make time for a job?
I would, and I think if I was to, like, have a job, that it would just fall into place, you know? Like, if I have it, then it'll fall into place. But at the same time, like, right now, I don't even see, like, where it would go. Like, I don't even see, like, if someone's to ask me, like, what's your schedule time, or what's your free time, I would be like, when I'm asleep. Like, because I don't have, like, I have a schedule, but it's really, like,
What does your schedule look like right now?
like right now, as
Like if you had to make like a
like a full round
percentage.
schedule, I guess like, well, like every day, well, I guess it's not even every day, like Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I'm in class from 12 to 5. And so I'm on campus. But then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I only have one class from 9 to 11. So I mean, after that I have nothing else to do. And I usually go home, like on those days, I go home and study and walk my dog. So like she's a big responsibility too. So I mean, I walk my dog, take care of her, take her bath and stuff like that. And then I study. And then I usually get majority of my studying done on those days because I have so much free time. And then when Thursday comes, usually I get all of my schoolwork done. Like, if I know like there's an assignment due on Monday, then I won't wait till Friday to do it. Like, I'll do everything so that I have my weekend free and I don't worry about nothing. So on Friday, I go to class and maybe I'll read a little bit, but majority of the time I don't read on Fridays. Like, I just don't. Like, I go out or I go with my friends. Saturday, me and my roommates, like, we get together and we study, or we keep our doors open and we study with each other, kind of. So, I mean, that's during the day, and then at night, I go out. And then on Sunday, it's not really too much studying, it's just, like, lounge and back time. Me and my roommates, like, watch movies or something like that. So, the other days, like, there's, like, and then I volunteer as well. Like, on Thursdays, I volunteer, and on Tuesdays, I volunteer at a high school. So, I mean, and usually that's like 3 hours of volunteering, and then back and forth on the bus, it's like an hour, like each way.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like a lot. Like so, it comes to like 5 hours of volunteering. But I mean, so then there's like no time, like in between that, I guess. So I kind of lean towards no, like as now, just because I've had so much time. But like I said, if I had it, like if I had a job, like I came to school and I had a job, I would just make it happen. Like it was like once it's there, once you already have it,
Once you have the job.
it'd be easier.
Yeah. Have you, so the object here is to make a little bit more money, maybe. Have you considered like, I don't know, like, what do you want more money for? Well, just like, extra spending and stuff like that.
Yeah, like
Just, for anything.
just for like anything. Like there's nothing particular like I'm working for or nothing. I just want it like for like I don't know, like a rainy day.